Number 39, Cooley, in good formation for UCLA.
Go, Bruins!
I'm gonna treat this ball like I own it, because I do.
I'm gonna take this ball away from you.
I'm gonna take this ball past that yard line.
And there's nothing, not a thing.
There ain't one thing, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
We're going to do everything in our power to turn this ball into this ball.
This is Oklahoma football.
Hello, everyone. This is Bob Barry, along with Merv Johnson, Mark Rogers, Michael Dean, and our entire broadcast crew, welcoming you to University of Oklahoma football.
UCLA will receive in the north end zone. Good luck, men.
We're ready to go with a fresh new ball game here. Oklahoma in their final non-conference game. Trey DiCarlo kicks it. We're underway. South to north, Maurice. Drew takes it 2 yards deep. He'll run it out to the 10. Hit at the 13-yard line down at the 14. Rodney Poole on the tackle. Drew hesitated, and he who hesitates, you know the rest of that little saying.
That usually work, does it, Bob?
Offset I formation. Now they go to a straight I. Slot man to the right from the 14-yard line. Man in motion from right to left. Hand off to Ebell. He's hit hard. Tyler driven back. He just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Tommy Harris, the leading tackler, they just swarmed him. as they faked to the up back and gave it to Ebel, the tailback.
It was a little bit too delayed a play for as well as the defense reacted, because that speed overtook them, and wasn't a very good play. Really an outstanding play there by Dvorak also.
Jackson is out and Rodney Poole in for Oklahoma. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, under center, 1 back behind. Ebel goes left. He's hit by Chambers, gets away, and gets up to the 20-yard line. White at tailback, fake to him, looking to pass. Olsen throws, caught, but leaving his feet to make the catch short of the first down was Pat Norton, the fullback. Now back to receive is Antonio Perkins, as Chris Cluey will be back to kick the ball. 4th down and 3 or 4. Here's the kick, no pressure, gets a nice kick. Backing up, Antonio Perkins takes it at the 24 to his right, 25, 30, 35, 40, and the man got him at the 42-yard line in center territory. Shotgun, Jason White. Ronaldo works to his right. White looks, throws left. It's deflected. Ooh, almost intercepted. A slant pass was deflected and knocked down by Dave Ball. Donnelly in motion from slot left to the right. The turn to get to Works. Right tackle cracked up to the 45, to the 46, maybe 47. So a gain of about 4. Shifting to his left halfback spot is Ronaldo Works. And back to pass is White. The blitz is on. The pass caught at the 42. A first down for Oklahoma. Mark Clayton, a bullet pass from Jason White to the 42. So a gain on the play about 12 yards.
Bob, that was textbook, and I'm not talking about the throw and the catch. Did you see him slip Works over to the left side where they were blitzing linebacker and the safety, and they protected the play beautifully, got him in position to get it done, and then they executed it.
13 yards, put it at the 41 in UCLA territory. Staying with a shotgun, Clayton in motion, slot left to the right from the UCLA 41. White fakes to Works, gives it to Works, over left tackle, and he crosses the 40, and is tackled at the 38. 2nd down play. 4-man rush. White pass caught at the 34 by Clayton. Then he is swarmed under. Short of the first down. They will mark it at the 33. Slot man, or rather a wide receiver left. Now wingman Moses in motion from right to left. The turn to give to Works. He cracks into the middle, and I don't know whether he made it or not. 4th down play and a yard to go at the 32 in UCLA territory. Tight end on the right side is Tommy Harris. Left side Donnelly in motion. Brandon Jones from left to right. They need a yard. The turn. Works, cuts right side, has the first down at the 30-yard line. He got tripped up by Bochetti, but kept his feet long enough to pick up first down number 2, and that was hard-earned, Merv.
It really was. They got some penetration over on the right side. I don't know whether it came on Tommy, but they're going to gap those linemen so consistently. I think you've got to run a toss sweep or throw your play-action passes, because they are going to, from tight end to tight end, really stuff the middle on short yardage.
Oklahoma is 67% conversions on 4th down. They completed that one. Now 2 wide receivers go left. Wilson then for the first time in slot left. I formation from the 30 in UCLA territory. No score here early. Jason, 3-step drop, flat pass, dropped. Brandon Jones dropped it at the 25, which is certainly not the norm. 2nd and 10 from the 30. Here is Jason White, back to pass, looks right, fires a pass, caught a great catch, first down, Rankins at the 18. Sideline pattern, he was knocked out of bounds as he made the catch, but Matthew Clark really hit him hard. 12 yards picked up, Jawan Rankins. That kid is really something.
Well, they blitzed heavily then, and it was picked up pretty good, but still Jason was so patient in the pocket and waited on his receivers, and it certainly paid off. And this is what a year ago he couldn't have done.
12-yard pickup to the 18-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go at the UCLA 18. Shotgun. Kewan Jones now into left halfback. Man in motion across the formation. They give on delay. Kewan, left side, cracks down to the 15-yard line. 2 wide receivers. Now Jones in motion from left to right. Jason gives it to Works around left end. Needs a blocker. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Oklahoma, I believe. Yeah. It is. Touchdown Oklahoma. Shashan doing the blocking. Well, what a great run by Works.
It really was. Just really tore through some hands and arms to sustain his effort. He did a good job of giving him a good hole and letting him get started, but a lot of that was Ronaldo Works on his own.
Oh, just great, and great block by Shashan. I know that pleases you.
Right, I'm watching him here on the replay. Oh, yeah, super block by him.
So it's a 7-yard drive in 11 plays. Extra point at the end zone to our left, which is the south end zone, or rather the north end zone, beg your pardon. Snap, ball down. McCoy holds. Kick looks good. Is good. Timeout. Oklahoma 7, UCLA nothing. 8:24 to go first quarter. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. And Oklahoma leading 7-0. 8:24 to go first quarter. Oklahoma went 57 yards, 11 plays. Here's the kickoff. High, end over, beautiful kick this time. 8 or 9 yards deep. He'll touch it back. Boy, Drew really puts a toe into that one. Back to pass, looks left, throws a pass, underthrown, but caught nicely by Craig Bragg, 21-6'2", 191, split receiver. He made a nice catch. 2 wide receivers right, tight end is on the right, so things are overloaded to the right, and that's where the play comes to the right. Bell, the tailback, powers his way to a first down at the 32. 2 wide receivers left, 1st and 10 for UCLA, their first of the game to the 32. Olsen hands it to Ebell. He's hit twice and then finally brought down. They have to gang tackle that guy. Manuel White now is the tailback. Back to pass is Olsen. Blitzes on, throws a pass, way overthrown. Norton and White in the eye, back to pass. Flat pass caught. Manuel White catches, stumbles his way forward, and gets a first down. Manuel White, the tailback. Norton, or rather a handoff to White over left tackle. Cracks the 45, breaks up to the 48-yard line. 2nd down 4 from their own 48. The turn, they give to Manuel White, left side. He's hit, he fights, he's very close to first down. The ball comes free. Oklahoma gets on it. Let's see if it's a fumble or a ruled down. It's ruled down. Bob Berry, Merv Johnson, Mark Rogers. It is first down number 3. White is the tailback. Here's Olsen faking to White. Back to pass. He looks. He throws a long pass downfield. Incomplete. No good. 2 wide receivers right. 2nd and 10. The Oklahoma 48. White, the tailback, back to pass. Olsen, good protection. Throws a pass. It's caught. And Nicholson there. The ball is fumbled. UCLA jumps on it. And still their ball. UCLA's ball at the 42. 1 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. Offset I. Norton and White in the eye. Here's the turn. The fake to White, back to pass, caught, and then hit immediately, leaning forward and getting the first down, it appears. Turns, comes to his right, gives to White, over right tackle, cracks down to the 35, and falls forward. Needing to go to the 27 for the first down. Straight eye this time. Norton and White turn, give to White, over left tackle, finds a hole, leans forward to the 30-yard line. 3rd down play from the 30, need to go to the 27 in Sooner territory. Lewis in motion from right to left. The turn, give to White. He hits into a pile. They stop him for a loss. About a yard loss. He tried to go right, and the Sooners really recovered well. Larry Burdine penetrated first, and then Chambers, and then Harris. Ball at the 31-yard line, and it looks as though UCLA will try a field goal. About a 48-yarder. Let's go down to Mark Rogers quickly.
Bob, that looked like a strength-on-strength play. UCLA said, we're coming right at you off tackle into the strength of your defense, and the Sooners held.
Medlock is 1 for 1 from this distance. He had a ball is down. The kick is in the air. It's long enough, and it's good. He hit a 48-yard field goal. Rankins and Perkins are deep. A nice kick, but Rankins will take it at the 8-yard line to the 10, to the 15, to his left to the 20, and nice tackle one-on-one at the 21-yard line. Donnelly in motion from slot left across the formation to his right. The fake to works. White throws a long pass upfield, has a man. It's caught at the 48, Clayton to the 50, to the 45, to his left at the 40, down to the 35, tackle at the 33 or 32. Oh, what a great, he is so competitive. Once he makes the catch, it's hard to get that guy down. And that pass was on the money from Jason White.
Really was. What a great throw and catch. And then his fierce competitiveness took over.
He is so competitive. 20 on the pass, another 27 on the run, and the ball is at the 32. That's the 5th first down for Oklahoma at the UCLA 32-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers left and 2 to the right. Donnelly in motion, slot left to the right. There's the handoff to Risoldo works around the right side. Now he looks to go over the right tackle, trying to cut back. There wasn't anything there. Empty backfield, 3 wide receivers left and 2 to the right from the 33 in UCLA territory. Jason White looks, throws a pass downfield. Can't quite hold on at the 3. was Brandon Jones. From the 33, 3rd and 11. Shotgun, Jason White back to pass. Looks, throws. Intercepted at the 22, to the 25, to the 30, up to 35, 40, 45, by one man, 50, 45, 40, down the sideline, 25, 20, to the 15, and inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. White and Ebell and
center move.
The center, it appeared, Mike McCloskey, who's a sophomore, moved. Dvorak came across, and it may be a 5-yard penalty against UCLA. Wide on the left side goes Craig Bragg. Double tight end on the right side, I formation. White at the top of the I, gets the handoff at the 5-yard line, breaks free, touchdown. At the south end zone then, the extra point by Justin Medlock, who kicked through a 48-yarder earlier, kicks the extra point good. We have a timeout. It's 10-7 UCLA with 55 seconds to go first quarter. Back with you on field. The Sooners behind Merv for the first time this year, as the Sooners looked like they were going in for another touchdown. Pass was picked off the 22 by Havener, and he returned it 72 yards to the 6. A penalty moved it back to the 11. An 11-yard run by Manuel White in the extra point, and it's 10-7.
You have to be prepared to play a game where the ebb and flow of motion goes back and forth. The momentum changes so much.
Nice kickoff by Medlock against the wind. He's got a great leg. Rankins takes it 8 yards deep and will touch it back from the Oklahoma 20. Man in motion across the formation is Donnelly from right to left. The turn, the give to Kewan Jones. He jukes, gets up across the line of scrimmage, which was the 20, maybe got 2 yards to the 22. I formation again, man in motion Donnelly. He stays in motion away from the formation. Jason rolls left, short pass, caught at the 24 by Reynolds. He's at the 25, then double team, and knocking back, and the gain will go up to the 26 when they mark it forward progress.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score UCLA 10, Oklahoma 7.
Third down play and 4. Oklahoma needs a conversion here to keep the drive alive, trailing 10-7. Man in motion from left to right. Brandon Jones, shotgun formation. Jason White, short drop. He looks. He'll run out of the pocket. He decides to keep the ball. Cuts upfield, gets the first down. He dives for the first down at the 32 or 33. Jason White under center. First and 10 from the 32. Going to the left, handing off to Works. Works tries to cut over left tackle. Breaks for the line of scrimmage, and that gets about a yard past that. Donnelly in motion. Now he goes back away from the formation. Here's Jason White giving the ball off to Kewan Jones over the right tackle. Cuts over right tackle, gets to the 38-yard line. Looks like a 3-man rush, making a 4. Blitz is on. Little lob pass is caught the 38 to the 40. Kewan Jones tacks the first down, fights his way to the 46. Well, that was a screen pass, and they were coming after him, and he lobbed that ball over the charging lineman. Got it to Kewan, and looked for the moment like he would get more than he did, but he got 7 yards, which is the first down. Ben Emanuel, a free safety, stayed with the block and makes the tackle. They'll move back to the 45, so a gain of 7 on the play, and Oklahoma has their second first down this drive, their 7th of the game, and they have it thrown 45-yard line. Reynolds and Jones in the I, and we have tight end on the right side is Donnelly. One wide receiver left and one right. Under center, White fakes the handoff. He's back to throw. He fakes. Now he throws a long pass down for Clayton. Jumps high. Makes a great catch. A great catch at the 12-yard line. Into a double team, and he made a great catch. Wow, he went up between 2 players, Matt Ware and Matt Clark. Just out-jumped him, and he stands, he's not any giant. He stands 5'11".
Jason had a lot of pressure and obviously made a great throw, but boy, there were 2 players from UCLA right there. You say it was as good as the punt if you don't get it, but with a guy like Clayton, you got to expect him to get his share of those.
Man, that was a great vertical jump. I don't know what his vertical jump statistics are, but they're a bunch. Third first down on the drive, and that was a 43-yard pass. First and 10 Sooners at the UCLA 12. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right, no tight end. Jason White looks, gets protection, rolls right, passes, end zone, touchdown Oklahoma. Travis Wilson, wide open. What a great play, and great blocking by that line.
Not only great blocking, but a real good job of Jason of rolling away from a lot of bodies and trash to an open area, and then looking downfield and locating his receiver. Again, his poise and his patience is so impressive in these first few ball games.
80 yards in that drive. They went to a third down twice in 8 plays. That's the 10th touchdown pass of the season for Jason White. Sooners regain the lead, 13-10. 12-11 to go second quarter. And here's Trey DiCarlo to attempt the extra point to the south end zone. Waiting the snap from center. Rice, the ball is down. Kick is in the air, and it sails through. So the Sooners are up by 4, 14-10. With 12-11 to go second quarter. Timeout. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network.
Go crazy.
Again, go crazy.
Act like it's act normal.
He nails it. Good kick. Coming to the near side. Maurice Drew watched it hit the end zone, and it goes out of bounds in the end zone. We're brought out to the 20-yard line. First and 10 from the UCLA 20. Olsen raised up, spot pass, underthrown. Bragg makes the catch, I believe. He had to leave his feet at the 25. Second down play, less than 5 yards to go for UCLA in their territory at the 25.5. Here's the handoff to White. White over the left tackle. Flag is down as the play ends at the 27. Eric Bassey making the play from right cornerback. Eric from Garland, Texas. At the 16, it is a second down 14 after the penalties marked off. Single tailback is Manuel White. Back to pass, good protection. Olsen looks upfield, throws a pass. It is almost picked off, almost intercepted at the 35. Trying his best to make that was Rodney Poole, who dove for it. And it just couldn't quite hold on. He had to leave his feet.
Looks like he left his feet early and fell further than he intended to and lost track of the ball. I really think that this quarterback, if you can get him in situations like this, he'll give you a chance to intercept one. Probably that's the best thing that Sooners could do is that they can keep him backed up.
2 wide receivers left, wide left. Now man in motion is Ryan Smith. And there's a draw play. Hand over the right side. Big hole. White over the 20 to the 22-yard line. Maybe the 23. So there's a gain of 16 to the 23, but it'll bring up 4th down.
You know who I am. You know who I am. I'm Superman.
Yeah! All right, way to go, DB! Way to go! Woo! All right, yeah!
He's punted the ball. Chris Cluey gets the low snap and gets the kick underway. Line drives it pretty high.
Perfect.
Perkins takes it at the 27. Goes left and right, bounces off one man up to 30. Now the 35, now the 40, 45, 50, down the sideline, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma. I don't see a flag anywhere. And a tremendous
I want to tell you.
What a run back.
That freshman from Sulphur. Townsend, you see him sustain that block from the 30-yard line all the way to the 4. What a great job. Not held, stayed on his guy, and set the thing free. Unbelievable.
51-yard punt and a 73-yard return. And Coach Stoops predicted that earlier in the week. Townsend just did a great job.
Unbelievable. He sustained that block for 25 yards and didn't use his hands. I mean, it's
wow,
what a great effort play. He'll get a game ball for that, or he should.
We'll ask the coach about that. You will, I'm sure, after the game. Here's the extra point, the south end zone. Ball down. DiCarlo's extra point. Good. So the Sooners have fired back electrifyingly with a tremendous kick return. Oklahoma 21, UCLA 10, 10-14 to go second quarter. Timeout. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. Ray DiCarlo will be kicking off now for the second time in a row from north to south against the wind. Here he goes, approaching. Line drive kick, comes to the near side, bounds at the one into the end zone. Good job by DiCarlo, as once again, UCLA will start from their own 20. Two wide receivers right, one to the left. Here's a handoff to Ebell, over left tackle, hit by Dante Nicholson, nailed him at the 21. Boy, hit him hard.
He really did. The UCLA front blocked pretty well on that, covered up some of the defensive front people, but nobody could get a shot at Dante, and he was right there waiting for him. Just a real good reaction.
9:53 to go in the second quarter. It's Oklahoma on top, 21-10. They move it back close to where it started, just about a fraction of a yard. Officially no gain on the play. Wide to the right side goes Craig Bragg. Wingman on the left side. Mercedes Lewis, handoff to Ebell. He's hit hard. That time nailed in the backfield and gets just barely back to the 20. Larry Burdine. Burdine, of course, from Lawton Eisenhower. Great play. He really nailed him, but he had plenty of help, too.
Well, he really did. Nice play by Chambers in there. Chambers stroked him pretty good also. Surprising, with no success on the first down play, that they came back with exactly the same play. A little different formation structure, but it was exactly the same play.
Now, Junior Taylor and Craig Bragg are both wide to the right. Tight end on the left. Double tight end here. 3rd and 10. Empty backfield now. And here is Olsen retreating. The blitz is on. They tackle him for a sack at the 10-yard line. Nicholson broke through. Dante Nicholson playing at the line of scrimmage. Broke through and gets the sack, and that's the first one of the day for the Sooners, and it's at the 10, a 10-yard loss. It'll be 4th and 20 for UCLA. 10th sack on the season for the Sooners, Merv.
We could see a shank right here. Those coaches had to tell that young man he outkicked his coverage last time.
All right, back in to kick is Chris Cluey, standing in his end zone. The step is a bit high. He gets it. No problem. Boots a nice kick. Waiting for it is Antonio Perkins. Takes it at the 35. Cuts to his right at the 40. He is hit at the 42 or 3 and gang tackled at the 43 or 4. From the 44, ready to go. Oklahoma has a man in motion from their own 44. Ends up with 3 wide receivers to the right. The fake handoff to Kewan Jones. A pass. Caught it. And then Kewan Jones drops it. Brandon Jones, beg your pardon. Center Vince Carter gets the ball back. Kewan Jones runs into a pile. They stuff him. Be a loss. Boy, they were waiting on that.
Stoned old Shishan and a couple of those guys. That middle is...
That was Kevin Brown. Brandon Chiller. Chiller is a heck of a player. 6'3", 232 senior. 3-year letterman. Was all Pac-10 last year. And you can see why. He's tough. Shotgun formation. 3rd and 11 from the 43 in Sooner territory. Jason White back to pass. He throws a long pass. Rackets can't hold on at the 40. And we're waiting for Blake Ferguson's kick. Good snap and good protection. And a beautiful kick back inside the 10. It goes over his head, bounce at the 2, and trying to kill it. The Sooners tried to down it. Mark Bradley did, but he couldn't do it. It come out to the 20-yard line. UCLA has Drew Olson, quarterback, Norton, the fullback, White, the tailback, 2 wide receivers left. Here's Olson, draw play. White up the right side, tripped up, but not before he gets 5-6 yards. Olson under center. Long signal count, 3, 4, 5-step drop, looks upfield, lobs one up for grabs, has a man, way overthrows him. Under center, Olson backs up, 5-step drop, good protection, lobs pass, caught. White has the first down across the 30, up the 35-yard line. Quarterback is Drew Olson from Piedmont, California, high formation. Here is Olson turning, given to White. He knifes up to the 37. Gets 2 on the play as he came right over the middle. Offset I formation is Norton and White. Ebell now is a tailback. Ebell replaced White. Quick raise up, pass, caught at the 43 and out of bounds, short of the first down. Manuel White now tailback. Turn, give to White, over left tackle, he's hit hard, he's short of the first down. They stacked him up. Teddy Lehman was the leading tackler. Boy, the Sooners are jumping around on defense because they did a heck of a job there. Jonathan Jackson in on the play, as well as Bassey.
Bob's going to go with a punt safe unit here now, just to protect against a fake. He's leaving the defense out there.
So the regular defense will remain, but Antonio Perkins goes to receive. No gain on that play. That's a big defensive play. And here is a punt in all probability. Chris Cluey from Seal Beach, California. He's averaging 53 yards a kick today, and now he's kicking here with the win. But once, of course, one was returned 72 yards. He does indeed kick, and it's a beautiful high kick. Perkins takes it at the 16, dodges one tackler, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's at the 40, 45, 50. He's gone. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. He even slows up and just waltzes in. It's a touchdown, Oklahoma. Wow, that was funny. He caught it at the 26, so it's 74 yards on that return. That's the second 74-yarder of the day. There's a flag at the 22, but let's see if that's an infraction on the return or maybe a sideline warning, and let's see what it's all about.
Sideline warning on Oklahoma.
That's what it was. Let's go down to Mark Rogers.
I told you that Antonio felt sorry for him on that last punt. What a great move again. Jonathan Jackson also kind of peeled off and got the kicker as the last block for the Sooners, and what a day for Antonio Perkins. I think they better redraw that punt team if they want to keep in this ball game.
Making an 84-yard return. It was at the 16 rather than the 26 that he caught it. 10 more yards. Heck, we'll take that any day, won't we? So he has a 74-yarder earlier and an 84-yarder here. Antonio Perkins. I want to say something about this in a minute, Merv. It's amazing. Extra point at the south end zone. Snap, ball down, kick in the air. Good. And it's 28-10 Sooners. Earlier in the week, Tuesday, at his news conference, Coach Stoops said Antonio Perkins needs to return some punts a little farther than he has been doing it. And here's the answer. Here's the kickoff to Carlo. This time, a line drive skips at the 16 and taken at the 10-yard line up to the 12. And now down at the 20 hard. Matthew Clark, a defensive back by trade, on the return. And boy, he was hit hard. Or rather, Olsen is the quarterback. Norton the fullback. Back to Pack Olsen. Gets away from pressure. Rolls to his right. Lobs a long pass upfield. And it's incomplete. It was out of bounds at the Oklahoma 40. Magruder now is in the lineup for Oklahoma at defensive right tackle. Under center is quarterback Drew Olsen. One running back behind him. Manuel White gets the handoff. He's hit hard. And Lynn Magruder just checked in the game, makes the stop. Fought forward for a couple of yards to the 22. Is Junior Taylor on a 3rd and 8 from the 22. Back to pass. Drew Olsen. Pass is thrown behind. Caught made, but Teddy Lehman has him short of the first down. Craig Bragg juggled it. Did a great job finally hauling it in, but then Teddy Lehman greeted him. And the 14.
You know who I am. I'm Superman.
All right, it's back to kick the ball is Chris Cluey. Snap is right on the money. This time he kicks another. Boy, what a great kick. Good gosh. He retreats back to the 13-yard line, to the 20, to the 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and flag is down. As block on the back probably will be called as the play ends at the 45. 60-yard punt, 60 yards. Would have been a 42-yard return, but I imagine it will be erased. They lose from the 45 approximately. They lose about, 23 yards or two. 25, 10, 27-yard loss, really. That puts Perkins over 200 yards from their own 32, 1st and 10. Back to throw is White. He throws it away, but he was out of the, and now flag. It's very late flag by the referee. Kewan Jones now is to the left of quarterback Jason White. Gets the snap, gives to Jones, and he's hitting the backfield. Another loss.
Come on.
Now 3 wide receivers go to the left and 1 to the right. And it's a 3rd and 23 from the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation. Jason White gets the snap. Flat pass. Caught at the 16 to the 20. Clayton has up the 25. And they got a hold of him. He's still fighting, but he's way short of the first down. As we have 1:34 to go before the half. Good snap. 2-step put up and a punt. Bragg takes it, fumbles the ball at the 34-yard line, but he gets right back on it. Two wide receivers right and one to the left. Drew Olson back to pass. He looks. Pressure. Gets away from the pressure. He's running. He's hit from behind. He throws it away.
He got it across the line.
He got it across the line of scrimmage. So, and he was running toward the sideline for dear life. He was past the line of scrimmage and went through the ball, though. That could be a penalty right there. So the umpire, the referee, and the field judge talking things over. Larry Burdine was providing the pressure. Mark, let's go down to you.
The officials are huddling right now to try to determine whether or not he was across the line.
The ball is beyond the line. The ball is beyond the line of scrimmage where it lays right now.
Beyond the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty.
They have not signaled loss of down. Let's see here. Ball is back to the, yes, it is loss of down. Now there's the signal. So it's at the 29. Illegal forward pass is the way it goes to the books, right, Merv?
That's good for me. I'll take it.
2nd and 15 from the 29.5. Under center now is Drew Olson. He takes a 5-step drop. He's being rushed. He comes out of the pocket. He motions for the receiver to go downfield. He throws a long pass down, way overthrown. Not even close. Besides that, he was double covered. The intended receiver was Junior Taylor. 3rd down play, 14 yards to go. Fake draw, back to pass, hit just see through. Almost intercepted by Bassett. Right through the hands of Mercedes Lewis.
The receiver, though, flagged at it, tipped it. You know, that's almost impossible if you're going to catch that one. But you'd sure like to.
Hit Edry. Yeah, we see a replay hitting him in the face mask.
Perkins is going to try it again.
Worked so far, huh? So it's 4th down play. They're calling it at the 30, right in that area. 14 yards to go for UCLA. Chris Cluey has a sore leg and not much to show for it after 2 long punt returns. Snap is a bit high. Here's the kick. Kicks it away from Perkins.
There you go.
He's a slow learner. It finally did that. Or maybe the coaching staff.
Crowd's on him now.
From the Oklahoma 33, a shotgun formation. There's a pass far side, caught by Rankins and out of bounds immediately to stop the clock at the 40. Jones and Wilson wide right, shotgun from the Oklahoma 40. Jason White looks, still looking. Now he steps up. He flag, holding will probably be called as White gets down at the 46 for the 1st down, but 2 flags were thrown. Probably holding against Oklahoma would be my guess.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 2nd down.
Defensive player jumped offside, got back in time. Now screen pass is caught the 28-yard line. That's Ronaldo Works. Gets only up to the original line of scrimmage about the 33. Couldn't get away. And Oklahoma leads at the half. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And there's the end of the 1st half. Oklahoma 28, UCLA 10 at the half.
play, kicking off for UCLA. Number 7, Justin Medlock. Deep to receive for the Sooners.
Justin Medlock from Fremont, California. 19-year-old redshirt freshman. Kicks it. Boy, he has a leg. He booms that thing clear out of the end zone. And the Sooners will start from their own 20. Waiting the snap. There's the fake. Keeping the ball is Jason White. He missed the handoff, it looked like. And Jason White just had to go to the ground. He'll lose a couple of yards. Empty backfield, and in motion Clayton from slot right to the left. There's the snap. The flat pass. Rankins leaves his feet to make the catch. What a diving catch at the 28. Wow, he threaded it right in there, White did, and Rankins, neat job of leaving his feet. The 5'11", 172-pounder, 9-yard pickup will bring up, well, make it an 9-yard pickup, but they had 11 to go, so 2 yards to go on a third down play. And on third down conversions in the first half, Oklahoma 3 of 7.
I believe if the throw hadn't been so low, he would have made the first down after the catch. This, again, is a situation that bothers me against these people. 3rd and 2.
At the tailback spot now is Kewan Jones, I formation from the 28, and he go to the 30 for the first down. Here's Jason White, fakes the handoff, back to throw. He's going to run with it, and he'll be thrown for a loss at the 25. And Ferguson with the 2-step punt rather than the 3. There's the snap on the money, and here's the kick. Nice kick. Flag is down. Waiting for it. Bragg takes it to 38. He's hit immediately. Nice one-on-one tackle. That's Russell Dennison, our man.
Hatchet man.
37-yard punt. Let's see what the infraction is. Mark, did you see anything there?
It's very tough to tell. Here's the referee. Looks like illegal motion against OU, so they'll have to most likely bring it back and kick it again.
See what the UCLA Bruin.
It's a pretty good field position. I don't know.
See what they decide here. Ball would be at the 38.
On the kicking team, not enough players on the line of scrimmage. Penalties decline. First down.
So Merv was right again.
They
and UCLA
have a tendency, the guys that are playing tackle, of course, are not tackle by trade. They get so concerned about their protection responsibilities, they sag off the line of scrimmage too much. And I think everybody gets away with more than they really should have. And the Sooners got called that time.
Manuel White, the single tailback behind Olson, the quarterback under center from the UCLA 38. Handoff, mid hole around the right side, 40. Upfield ball is in the air and it's intercepted. And the ball is, Tommy Harris has that ball. 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds at the UCLA 29-yard line. Manuel White was just absolutely exploded. Who hit him hard? That's what I want to know. We're going to see the replay and be able to report it to you. Wow. Tommy Harris had the ball as the handoff went to White, and boom. It was Bassey who hit him. Eric Bassey knocked the ball up in the air, and Tommy Harris got it.
Look at the big cat run.
Cody's trying to block.
Hey, did you see him switch hands with the ball? Linemen don't do that. Linemen don't switch hands.
Well, what a hit by Bassey. That's got to go down and da-da-da, da-da-da. The ball is at the 30-yard line in UCLA territory. Shotgun, Jason White in the shotgun. Hands the ball off. Kewan Jones, right tackle, 30, then doubled up at the 26. Donnelly, handoff goes to Kewan Jones down the middle, down to the 22. Good hard running, 25 to the 22, 3 yards picked up. Reynolds and Works in the eye. Double tight end as we mentioned. Brandon Jones in motion from left to right. Fake handoff, look to pass, has a man, throws it, caught Donnelly, touchdown Oklahoma. Perfect throw to Donnelly over the head of the defensive back. Matt Clark got beat deep. He stands 5'9", Donnelly 6'4", and they took advantage of that and
I told you that's what they need to do on 3rd and short, because this bunch is really thick, especially out of tight ends type formation. I'll bet you Rummels is open too if we can get it on the replay.
Second career touchdown for Lance Donnelly. Got his first one last week.
Boy, it's a great catch by Donnelly.
It was an excellent catch. But a perfect pass through by White, wasn't it, Coach?
It really was. Couldn't have been better. Couldn't have been better.
So take advantage of the fumble pop up in the air and return by Harris, and the Sooners score, and here's the extra point, and it's good as well. So Oklahoma goes 30 yards in 3 plays after Bassey hits the ball carrier, Emmanuel White. Ball pops into the hands of Tommy Harris. He goes down to the 30, takes him 3 plays to score, and it's 35-10 with 11:10 to go third period. Oklahoma on top. Let's break. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. All right, let's see what happens here as he back to receive the kickoff, and it's a booming kick away from him, but he takes it on the run, fumbles it, and out of bounds inside the 1. Holy cow. You couldn't mess up a kickoff any worse.
No, that's the worst thing that happened to you other than fumble it for a touchdown. Got a flag back here, Bob.
Offside on a kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Free kick.
All right, from the 30, here comes the kickoff against the wind. Trey DiCarlo. That's a line drive. Skips at the 22. Drew has it to 9, to the 10, to his right to 15, to the 20. Boom! He's hit hard at the 23-yard line. Clint Ingram showed himself there with a tremendous tackle. About a 13-yard return. Drew does have some speed. We saw that. Maurice Drew caught that kickoff that time successfully. And they'll mark it. Now they move it up a yard to the 24 is where they put it. So instead of having it inside their own 1, they got 23 yards on that 5-yard penalty against Oklahoma for offside on the kickoff. And with 10:59 to go third period, 35-10 Sooners lead the ball at the 24. I formation. Manuel White at tailback. 3-step drop, quick pass, caught by Bragg at the 30, breaks a tackle, and makes close to a first down at the 35-yard line.
They'd throw it here if they wanted to.
All right, the I formation, handoff goes to White, hit in the backfield, and they gang tackle him. Wayne Chambers hit him first, and then Dan Cody on the tackle, as well as some others. They all met at the ball carrier, and it's no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 35.
It's about as good a job of hanging on to that guy as we've seen today by Chambers there.
Right, the play comes in from the bench for UCLA. We have 10:13 to go third period. Sooners lead 35-10. Wide receivers left and right, I formation. 2nd and 10 from the UCLA 35. Ebell is tailback. 3-step drop, looks to his right, throws a pass sideline. It's caught, and it is a reception, and then he's hit, knocked out of bounds at the 49. Again, the leading receiver, Craig Bragg, makes the reception leveled by Brandon Everett. It's offset eye from the UCLA 49-yard line. The turn, the fake handoff, Olsen back to throw, throws near side, caught at the 44 in Oklahoma territory. Brian Smith tackled at the 40. I formation otherwise. White and Ebell gets the handoff. He cracks to the 40, which is the line of scrimmage. Flag is down, late flag. He picks up only a yard to the 39. Here's the handoff to the tailback. Ebell sweeps left. Big hole. 30, 25, 20. Tripped up at the last minute. Ebell is the tailback. Olsen fakes the handoff. Good protection. Back to pass. Now he steps up and runs with it. 15, 10 to his left at the 8-yard line and tackled inside the 8 to the 7. White is the fullback. He plays both. Sometimes fullback, sometimes tailback. A handoff to Ebell, and a nice tackle. Great play by Larry Burdine, who knifed through untouched and got him in the backfield, and it will be a loss from the 7.5 outside the 10-yard line, close to the 11. Well, that's a great play, wasn't it, Merv?
He really was. The one thing that unbalanced line with those slots out there and the I formation does, it sort of tells the defense it's going to be a strong side run. And the last 3 or 4 times they've used that formation, they have zeroed in on it pretty good.
3 wide receivers as Rodney Poole replaces Pasha Jackson from the 10, outside the 10 really. 1 running back. Junior Taylor in motion, back to pass, deep drop by Olsen. Looks up, gets away, throws a pass, caught at the 5, first down. Inside the 5. Tight end, double tight end. Ebell down the middle. He's near the goal line. Push back just inches short. Olsen, the quarterback, calling signals, turns, gives to Ebell, hit in the backfield. He's short. Brandon Everett broke in and knocked him down short. Going to lose some yardage. Let's see where they mark it. Now they're putting it back. Lost about a half a yard because it was inches short. Now it's a full yard. So it's a 3rd down play and goal. Oklahoma leading 35-10. 6:29 to go. And a timeout UCLA. So we'll take a break along the line. Oklahoma 35, UCLA 10. 6:28 to go third period. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. Sooners gang up there. Olsen under center. Snap, turn, give to White. Hit into a pile. Don't think he made it. Brandon Everett again hit him hard. He's short of the goal. It'll be 4th down play and a half-yard to go. And let's see whether UCLA, they're behind 35-10, 6:07.
They've got to go for it.
They'll go for it. I don't know. Field goal wouldn't do them any good, really. But now when they send in Maurice Drew, the first offensive placement. Remember, he's the kick returner that's almost messed up big time. He's
Maybe
the tailback.
Probably run a pitch sweep or an option to it.
Maybe he can jump high. Let's see. From the half-yard away, Olson gets the ball. Sneak. Fumble the ball. Picked up by Drew, and he scores a touchdown.
I don't know you can do that. I don't think you can fumble it. Well, you can't fumble. Maybe you fumble it backwards. You can't fumble it in the end zone for a touchdown.
The officials are discussing things, and let's see what the ruling is there.
Looks like UCLA is happy with it.
And here's the referee going to tell us about it, I guess.
It was a backward pass. Nobody had possession. Therefore, touchdown.
Backward pass, backward fumble. At the north end zone, ball's down, kick in the air, and it's good. So it's now 35-17. Here comes the kickoff now from Justin Medlock. Their fine kicker, and he's kicking with the wind, and booms, a high one deep in the end zone, and it goes out of the end zone. So it'll be out the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation, man in motion from left to right, says Donnelly. There is White, fakes to Kewan. Rolls to his right, looks upfield, fires a pass, caught by Brandon Jones. His first catch of the day at the 30-yard line or close to it. Be very, very close to the first down. Jason White rolled to his right, threw across his body really, and Brandon was cutting across the middle. Now they put the ball with the nose of it playing footsie at the 30. Let's see, they've yet to move the chain. They'll give him 9, I suppose, officially, and bring up 2nd and inches. So this is really a free down, isn't it?
It is. With the clock and the situation of the game, though, I think they want to get a first down here. Not worried about a shot.
Like same formation, and Donnie again in motion. This time Kewan gets the handoff, and a flag on the play as it began. Did not make the first down. 2nd down play, about 5 yards to go, a little more than 5, and from the 25-yard line, 24 back. Another flag.
Left guard moved.
Guard moved, so the Sooners will be penalized another 5. 4 wide receivers now for the Sooners on a 2nd and 10 from their own 20. 3 wide receivers come right and 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. Jason White gets it. Back to pass. Screen pass. Caught at the 18. Kewan Jones cuts upfield to the 23-yard line. From the 23, Jason White back. Looks, still looking. Now hit just as he threw. The ball came out of his hand.
Should be an incomplete pass. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
It looked maybe signal a fumble. That's what they're signaling, a fumble.
His arm was going forward, I believe.
But they're going to call it a fumble rather than incomplete pass. Kewan Jones fell on it at the 14. So there's a loss of 9, and it's something sort of blew up in the Sooners' face on that little series. When you face 2nd and inches and wind up on a 4th down play in 16, things didn't go well. Back in the end zone is Jeff Ferguson, or Blake Ferguson rather, gets a nice kick. Greg Bragg waits for it, takes it to the 47-yard line. He's hit and knocked down immediately. Hit hard. Mark Bradley
and Lehman.
And Lehman, 39-yard punt by Blake Ferguson from the 46 in UCLA territory. Olson hands the ball up to Ebell. He's stacked up hard by Brandon Everidge. High formation, under center. Drew Olson breaks up, looks right, fires a pass, knocked down. Jonathan Jackson raised up and batted down with that right hand. He's 6'3", 238. Kazarian under center. Olson. Sooners have a blitz on. Back swing pass dropped at the 40-yard line. Tyler Ebell coming out of the backfield dropped the pass. It's 4th down 10. So 3 and out that time. That's what the Sooners really needed.
You know who I am. I'm Superman.
84 yards for touchdowns. Let's see what happens now. Whether they kick away from him. No, he's going to get it. Beg your pardon. And David flag hit him before the ball got there. Interference.
Interference on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty. At the end of the run.
Shotgun. Works and Runnels to either side. The give to Works, sweeping left side. Needs a block, gets it to the 24, to the 25, to the 27, and out of bounds, far side. Shotgun formation, same lineup as we had a moment ago. And here is the give to Works, same play. Over the left side, breaks across the 30, and I believe has the first down at the 32. Double tight end, I formation, very tight formation, inches to go from the 32. There's the turn, the give Works, crashes into a pile and doesn't get much. We had a flag thrown.
Just kind of bothers me to take it to a back lined up 7 yards deep when you only got 6 inches, you know. A lot of penetration and things can happen, and sometimes long runs happen too, but I guess being old school, you look at it that way a little bit more than maybe somebody else.
This time shotgun. Man in motion. Runnels from left halfback to the right. Jason White looks to pass, fires a long pass downfield for Brown, intercepted at the 32-yard line. Under center now from the 27 is Olson. Turns, hands the ball off to White. He goes to the right side, gets a couple of yards from 29. Brandon Everidge on the tackle. Maurice drew his tailback now. He scored that touchdown on the fumble a moment ago. Back to pass. Deflected, tipped, intercepted to 32, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Eric Bassey got the tipped ball. Brandon Everidge tipped it. Bassey got it on the dead run, Merv, and went in standing up untouched.
That's one of my favorite plays when it happens for our team.
Right.
Great job by the drop guy of tipping the ball, and then you knew when Bassey caught it, first of all, he's pretty fast, and there wasn't anybody from UCLA in the area.
Brandon Everidge just read it perfectly, tipped it, and Bassey got it from the 34, I believe it was, and went in for the touchdown. And so the Sooners go up 41-17 with 19 seconds to go, third period. Well, that Sooner defense is tough. They are tough.
It really helps them when the down and distance.
Extra point, bang through, it's good. Timeout, 42-17, Oklahoma. 19 seconds to go, third period. Timeout, this is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. Here's the kickoff, a high kick. Drew takes it at the 10, 15, great speed to the 20, 25, 30, gets by man, 40, 45. He may go all the way. He will go all the way. Maurice Drew goes the length of the field for the touchdown. Now we know why the true freshman is back receiving kickoffs. And the extra point attempt at the north end zone. The ball is down. Medlock knocks it through, and we have a timeout.
Now with 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Here's the kickoff. Not as deep, but it'll be 3 yards deep in the end zone, and Rankins will touch it back. The Sooners will start from their own 20, as we're just 7 seconds away from ending the third period. Oklahoma on top, 42-24. Moses tight end from slot right to the left. And the handoff, Kewan Jones break free, one moment spins, gets across the 30 to the 31. Got 11 yards on that. Kewan Jones from Tulsa. Went to Jenks High School, of course. On October 22nd, he'll be 21. He's at the 30s where they've marked it, so exactly 10 yards they give him. And that's first down number 12 for Oklahoma. And that's the end of the third quarter.
UCLA 24.
Total passing yards, 86 for UCLA, 197 for Oklahoma, 245 for Oklahoma, 170 total yards for UCLA. There's a handoff on first down. Kewan Jones breaks free at the 40, 43-yard line, 45-yard line. Got into the secondary on a handoff up the middle. Then Emmanuel, the free safety, dropped Kewan Jones. He went from the 30 up to the 45-yard line. It seems as though in the last couple of plays they've found something up the middle, Merv.
They've got their defensive front spread out pretty good right now, and there's some cracks in there if you can hit them quickly enough, and that's what this particular play does. The Sooners' rushing total looks pretty anemic, but they lost a bunch a while ago on that fumble by Jason that goes against their stats.
Rankin's wide right, 2 wide receivers left. Shotgun formation from the 45 in Sooner territory. Kewan Jones this time tripped up. Stumbled at the, picks up 2 from the 45 and the 47. Justin London, the middle linebacker, got him. And the leading rusher is Works for Oklahoma, the leading rusher White for UCLA. Here's the handoff. Over the right side, Kewan gets up to 50. 3 yards picked up. Tight end and Moses. There's the handoff, quick pass, rather caught by Jones. His second catch of the day, tackled immediately. Slant pass at 43. Boy, that was a bullet Jason White threw.
It took a nice arm and a lot of courage to throw that. He was covered quite well, and nice job by Jones, too.
So the gain goes from the 50 down to the 43-yard line. 7 yards picked up, and first down number 14 for Oklahoma at the UCLA 43. Brandon Jones, 2 catches so far, as we indicated. Shotgun now from the 43 in UCLA territory. Handoff, Kewan Jones around the right side. Cuts back and gets to the 41. Jones wide right, Rankin's wide left. I formation this time under center. Jason White fakes the handoff, rolls back to his left, looks to pass, throws a pass. Caught at 30 to Moses. 25, 20, 15, down inside the 15. James Moses from Houston North Shore makes the catch and rumble downfield. 28 yards for the first down. Jason faked the handoff going to the right side, rolled back to his left, and then really had a lot of running room himself, but found Chester or Moses open and fired it to him.
Well, did you see him step up underneath the block by the big guard Joseph on the defensive end and buy himself some time and then picked out which receiver he wanted to throw it to?
28 yards picked up, 15th first down, while at the 13-yard line. Shotgun formation. In motion, Brandon Jones from slot left to the right. Waiting the snap from Vince Carter. Hands the ball off, left side, Kewan Jones. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, he's hit at the 3 and knocked out of bounds. Reynolds threw a great block, got him around the corner, and the ball is at the 2. That's a pickup of 11 and first and goal on the 16th first down. 5 first downs on this drive. Well, Coach, I'm impressed with their offense on this drive.
I will be if they get it in the end zone. This has been a great momentum regainer so far. We just got to get it in the end zone, and this is the toughest part of it.
They're waiting. The play ended at the 2, and the line of scrimmage for their first down was 3. I don't know what they're measuring. Well, got to be easily a first down.
It sure has.
Let's go down to Mark. Mark, what you say?
We had quite a collision down here. Kewan Jones got knocked right into the field judge, and in turn the field judge got knocked into ABC's mobile camera, and he came over here. They stopped the game and said, get that thing out of our way right now.
Get the picture? Huh? From the 2, I formation. Reynolds and Kewan Jones in the I behind Jason White, double tight end. Waiting. Here's the turn. Kewan smacked. Ooh, he's hit hard. He didn't make it. Double tight end on the left side. Both tight ends are on the left side of the turn. Give to Kewan Jones. He's hitting the backfield. He'll lose, but there's a flag. The linesman throws a flag at the 1.
Offside. On a defense. Half the distance. The previous spot. Still second down.
Second and goal.
Jones in motion from wide right. Now the turn. The give to Kewan over the top. Does a somersault. And no signal yet. Well, I tell you, that's a tough line Merv Johnson has been talking about the entire game. Jason White under center, puts a man in motion. Brandon Jones, he turns, gives the easy touchdown over the right side. Touchdown Oklahoma, Ronaldo Work. Second of the day for Works. Well, they blocked that very well that time.
Good surge over there and covered up any penetration. He didn't try to cut it back to the backside where your weaker blocks sometimes are, and went right over the top of it.
80-yard drive that time. Went to a third down twice in 11 plays.
That took over 5 minutes, I would say, and certainly got the momentum from that kickoff return back where it belongs, Bob.
Exactly, and it's 48-24. And now to Matt McCoy holding, and Trey DiCarlo will try to tow through the extra point. He's been perfect today. This at the north end zone. Ball down, kick in the air, and it's good. We take a timeout. Timeout on the field. 49-24. Oklahoma leads. 10:09 to go, fourth period. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network.
The official attendance for today's contest against UCLA is 83,317. A Sooner football and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium record. This figure also represents the greatest attendance at a sporting event in the history of our state. Today's game marks the 27th consecutive home sellout, which includes all 21 home games in the Bob Stoops era. The University of Oklahoma Athletic Department thanks you for your support of Sooner football.
Number Sooner, number 1.
Back to the Bruins. Maurice Bruin.
There's a booming kick with the wind. Clear out of the end zone.
Those kickers love that wind.
Knocked it through the uprights. Ty Ebell is the tailback. Manuel White the fullback. Olson rolls to the right, naked bootleg, looking, upping, still throwing a pass. Threw it away. White at fullback, but the handoff goes to Ebell. He's hit as he spins forward to the 25, close to it. Jonathan Jackson slanted in from defensive end. 3rd and 6. 4 of 13 conversions. Under center, now backing up, throwing up the middle. Deflected, intercepted by Teddy Lehman. At the 27, he's down immediately. It's off the hands of Craig Bragg. And Teddy Lehman makes the interception. For Lehman, that's his first interception of the year. And the Sooners' 3rd of the day, I believe. Wasn't that great, Merv?
It really is. They've had, Sooners have had 3 interceptions and a fumble picked off in the air, so the defense has got a bunch of turnovers today. Unfortunately, Jason's thrown for a couple of interceptions too, but the defense has certainly done their job.
So it's at the UCLA 26 is where they're marking it. And Oklahoma takes over 1st and 10. Let's see if Jason White remains the quarterback. He does. Ronaldo works the tailback. And the line is Shashan, Vince Carter, and Davin Joseph, and Jamal Brown. Shotgun formation from the UCLA 26. Reynolds is in there. Backing up is Jason White. The blitz is on. Throws a pass. He'll throw it away. Moses in motion from slot left. Now goes back away from the formation. Handoff goes to Works over left tackle. Hits a man and then backed up there. From the 24 in UCLA territory. Change the play perhaps. Low snap. Blitz is on. White can't find it. When he step up, he runs with it, tripped up and tackle. It'll be a 41-yarder. From the left hash mark. DeCarlo 6 of 7 on the year, and from this distance, he's 4 for 4. Snap, McCoy holds. Plenty long, booms it, and it's through. He hit it. 41-yard field goal, and it's 52 to 24. There we go. Kickoff. DeCarlo booms it. We go clear down the field, and that was wide right. Didn't go through the uprights, but it was clear out of the end zone, and UCLA starts again from their own 20. Man on the wing is to the right. Ebell is the lone back. Back to pass, fires it up the field. It's dropped at the 37. Under center is Drew Olson. Gets the snap, gives it to Maurice Drew. Boom. He's wiped out. White and Drew stumbling out of there. Pass is lobbed in the air and way overthrown. And Perkins, if he can get 5 yards return, he'll set the all-time return record for a game. And that's an NCAA record. Held by Golden Richards. Brigham Young University in 1971. I just remember all that. If you believe that. Okay. Back to kick the ball is Cluey. And he's kicking it away. Well, let's see Perkins. He takes it at the 35 and then he's immediately tackled. He fumbled the ball and Bassey picked it up. And they're still, now they're going after Bassey. And from the 34-yard line, Sooner territory, Thompson gives the ball to Hickson around the right side, 35-40. Hey, he's still on his feet to 45, up close to the 50-yard line. Shotgun formation, Paul Thompson in shotgun, man in motion. Brandon Jones from right to left. Here's Thompson, handing the ball off to Hickson, same play, around the right end. and he's tripped up as he crosses the 50 into UCLA territory at the 48-yard line. Carl Thompson in the shotgun from the 48 in UCLA territory. Hickson gets the ball. 3 wide receivers left on a 3rd and 8 from the UCLA 49. Thompson backs up, looks to pass, still looking. Avoids the rush, goes to his right, avoids the tackle, spins at the 45, and he's brought down short of the first down at the 43. All right, here we'll see what happens on a 4th down and a yard.
4th and 2.
Under the center this time is Paul Thompson.
I think he's trying to throw them off.
And that doesn't work, so
probably going to punt.
It's the 4th year in a row the Sooners have won all of their non-conference games, and that has never happened before in the history of OU football. Bragg is deep. Here's the kick.
That'll work.
And it comes over to the near side, and it's out of bounds. Let's see where the linesman lines that up now. He's walking up the sideline to about 36-yard punt at about the 11-yard line.
Jonathan
Bassey.
Harris is still in. They got the front line guys in there right now.
Here's the quarterback faking the handoff. Olsen rolls back left, looks for a passer or a receiver. Bragg catches at the 16. Teddy Lehman ran him down at about the 22, so it'll be a first down. White and Drew in the I back is that little guy. Drew, they faked to him. He's back.
Dvorak.
And crashing through and getting the sack is Dusty Dvorak. 2nd sack of the day. Nobody touched Dusty. From Lake Dallas, Texas, 22, 6'3", and 282. Dvorak dropped him back to 11.
I think the coaches are punishing that second defense for their performance a week ago. They,
in other words, not letting them in the game.
A little slow bringing them at the game.
Yeah. Mark, go ahead.
Bob, the way the Oklahoma defense rotates those linemen, it shows you how fresh they can be at the end of the game. And Dusty Dvorak's not about to go away without a sack today.
From the 11, 2nd down, 21. I formation. White and Drew in the I. Behind Olsen. Turns, gives it to Drew. Hits into a pile, disappears again, and gets about 2. 3rd and 19 at the UCLA 13. I formation. The turn. Fake. Back to pass. Looking. Fires a pass. Deflected. Incomplete. 4th and 19. Back to punt the ball. Here's Chris Cluey, and let's see if we get a return here. Kicks it right.
Have a chance. Come on, the right gunner's missed his guy.
At the 40, at the Perkins takes it 36-40.
That ought to do it.
45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown. Holy cow. All-time NCAA record. Antonio Perkins. Holy cow. Can you believe it? Holy cow. A 51-yard punt and a 64-yard return. So how about that? What was it? 74, 84, and 54. 64. And the players mobbed him, and 276 yards in punt returns. 277. 58-24. Goodness gracious. Crowd's cheering, still cheering. Wasn't that something, Merv?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But there'd never been a guy run back 2 in the game for Oklahoma, and then he runs back 3 today.
Still never been 2, that's right. McCoy holds it.
One way to look at it.
McCoy knocks it through. And it's now 59-24. With 2:39 to go.
Coach is saying, I told you to kick it out of bounds.
What don't you understand about out of bounds? UCLA will remain winless against Oklahoma in the series. They were 0-2 and now 0-3. Here's the kickoff. 2 yards deep in the end zone, and Drew puts the knee down. Olsen turns, hands the ball off to Drew. Big hole, fights upfield, and McCoy has him. He gets away from McCoy.
They haven't got him yet.
Now they got him at the 38-yard line. Nice run by that Maurice Drew. From the 38 in UCLA territory, Drew Olsen hands the ball off to Maurice Drew. He's hit his own guy, but fights forward. He bounced off like a bowling ball or a pin machine. And got to the 41. From the 41, Olsen fakes, back to throw, looks, fires, caught at the 50 by Bragg, 45-40 and out of bounds. Under center, Olsen fakes the handoff. He's hit, gets away.
Yes.
Olsen gets away from another man running. 30-yard line, 27, flag is down. Time is under 1 minute now as they line up in the I formation. Maurice Drew has the ball down the middle, spins at the 20, down to the 15, and is tackled inside the 15. At the 13, Bragas to the right, under center. Olson back to pass, good protection, throws down the middle, caught by the 9-yard line. Lehman makes the tackle. Maurice Drew's the single tailback. Olson, 3-step drop, pump fakes, looks, fires in the end zone, and it's way overthrown. One running back behind Olson, he backs up, 5-step drop, looks left, looks right, fires, caught at the 4, down to the 2, down to the 1. Now let's see what happens. It'll excite. Clock is running. It's 1 second, and it's over. Throws a pass, it's caught, but he won't score. It's over. And Bragg makes the catch. 59-24. Oklahoma with the big victory over UCLA. 59-24. But a big win today over UCLA, 59-24. That's our final score. We'll be back with the wrap-up show. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network.
NCAA record for punt returns. 3 game balls for Perk.
It's great to help the team win, and it means a great deal to me too. Only my name go down in record books. I wish the whole punt return unit could go down, but it's only me. So I just wish, like I said, give them most of the credit. I wish they could go down with me.
I think that, you know, on offense and defense, we all made pretty good plays. I mean, from Perk on special teams to, you know, Eric Bassey making an interception to, you know what I'm saying, the receivers catching big balls and touchdowns, and, you know, just everybody just tried to make good plays.
We just needed to work from, you know, the first game. We wanted to go out and win and get better every week, and I think we have, but we can't stop getting better. That's something we kind of worked on throughout 2 days, getting better every day, and now we got to get better every week and learn from our mistakes. And throughout 4 games, I think we've improved every game in certain areas. So it's definitely working so far, and hopefully keep it going through the Big 12 Conference.
Antonio, it was a special day. First, I guess before getting into that, what a perfect day to play football. The fans were great. It was a perfect environment. UCLA, again, Coach Durrell's doing an excellent job. They're a team that has a bunch of good players, and fortunately for us, we had some guys really step up and make a lot of big plays today, and starting with Antonio Perkins. What a special player. We've been close in our last few games, just one guy off here or there that we didn't finish a block on and giving him a chance, and then today gave him a chance, but he returns one. We have punt safe on that, you know, I got our linemen in there just blocking for about, we don't want them to block real long. They just kind of, we're looking for a fake, and he, on punt safe, he took one all the way back. And, you know, so we weren't, you know, again, a lot of it's him, I guess is where I'm going with it. He just has an incredible knack for it. He has incredible speed and a burst when he gets a crease to take it. And has a great feel for it. So we were aware going into the last return that he only needed 5 yards, and we kind of had to have a talking to a couple of our guys out on the wide guys that let him go down and crowd him the one before that, listen, we only need 5 yards here and Perk will have a record, so let's finish our blocks, and they take it back all the way.
Merv?
Other guys, I guess, game balls to Mark Clayton, awfully good. Defense, Wayne Chambers, Brandon Everidge, Tommy Harris, all had game balls, had excellent days. Brandon really showed up on the runs, tipped the pass to Eric Bassey for a touchdown. And Tommy was solid in there the whole way. So that's...
Coach, I just want to make one comment about the hit that Bassey put on that ball carrier when the ball popped up to Tommy, got it and came back. That was just a great play, wasn't it?
It was. You know, Eric played well out there starting in his first game at corner and did well. He held up really well and played hard. And so that was pleasing. You know, you go through a game with, I don't know how many plays there were. You know, it's one thing offensively when you have defensive scores for touchdowns, when you have punt returns for touchdowns. We took away 3 or 4 possessions from our offense today, you know, just by scoring. Now, I'm not complaining, but that's, you know, but that's what you do. Then they end up sitting on the bench for another period of time, and you know, so it skews, I guess, statistics a little bit, which are, again, often misleading. Points are all that matter. And then defensively, I guess where I was going with this, you get, you know, 200 snaps in the game when you look at all the special teams, when you look at all the offensive plays, all the defensive plays are close to 200, that not everything's going to be perfect, and it wasn't. But a good part of it was very solid, was very good, and that's pleasing. The parts always that you don't want are turnovers and, you know, missed assignments. We had a few on one of their drives where we got misaligned a time or two, and you never want to give somebody something, and you know, but overall, still very pleasing against at UCLA to come out and play like that.
Coach, congratulations. It's Merv. I tell you what, I was very fearful of this UCLA ball club because I had a lot of respect for them when they look at video this week. Didn't you? Definitely, and you'll watch them out there. They're a big, good-looking group of players and talented, and you know, and I'm sure their coaches, the more time they're with them, they'll continue to improve. But definitely, they're a very solid group. They're a team that won their bowl game a year ago, so it isn't like they don't know. You know, they've been winning. They know how to win. Back to Perkins' accomplishments for a second. He outgained their team with their total offense. He had more yards than they did total offense-wise. Well, that's not surprising. What did he have? I don't
277, Coach.
Wow. Set an all-time record and had more yards than they did total. But I tell you, unless I'm just totally blind, you're going to see some great blocks on those punt returns. Guys, it's really hustled. All the return guys on that unit, blockers, were also given game balls. It's something we really emphasize through the week. But that's not fair to say. We always emphasize our special teams. It seems like any time you have something, you know, people want to say that you emphasize it more. We work hard on them, and it finally paid off. We finished a few blocks where we've been 1 or 2 behind. And then Antonio, I'm sure, made 1 or 2 miss like he's capable of doing. Well, the other thing I want to ask you about, how about Chambers? I know you commented on Bassey for sure. How about Chambers? Wayne was given a game ball, was pretty solid. You know, they had a couple of times where he, you know, might have been out of position, but overall he played strong. You know, after that, the one drive early, after that we settled down, tackled better. We were hitting our run fits better. And Wayne played solid. He played in a really good way, I believe, from all we saw. Well, we saw Tommy Harris go in at fullback or tight end early in the game. Are you thinking about working him at fullback now after that intercepted fumble? He looked pretty good, changing hands and running. Switching the ball. You could see his eyes coming to our sidelines. He saw that goal line. He thought he was going to get a highlight. But, if Smitty had his watch on him, he might have broken his PR in the 40. He can run, can he? He really can. Feel fortunate, sure, to be 4-0 to finish up our non-conference schedule, which is one of the more difficult ones that people have played, and playing in a good way. And I believe overall it's made us better. We're having the challenges that we have to this point. I think has had our players' attention, and now we get a chance here this week to heal up, rest up a little bit. We'll practice, but we'll lighten it up, try and get the guys, kind of rested up to go into our Big 12 stretch.
This has been a Sooner Vision presentation for the Sooner Sports Network in cooperation with Sooner Sports Properties.